General Hospital's Katherine and Stefan steam up the kitchen with a delicious recipe. He shot her, he fell in love with her. Now he thinks she's his sister, so he dumped her. I'm glad he caught on.
Could it be true? Well, he's not taking any chances. Take a look.
I still don't believe you.
I know you too. And you wouldn't go to all this trouble to stay out of prison. Something else is going on here.
I admire your persistence. But then that's what's made it easy for me to lead you around for the last 6 months. Come now, Katherine. You haven't made out so badly. You can walk. It's a small price to pay for a few bruised feelings.
Dun, 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 dun.
What better way to wind up Soap Couples Cook Week than with General Hospital's Katherine and Stefan? Here are the real-life actors Mary Beth Evans and Stephen Nichols from their favorite restaurant in California.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Mary Beth, tell Deborah and Tony where we are.
We are at one of my favorite restaurants in Pasadena, California with Chef David Brady. And he is going to show us how to make one of Stephen's my favorite dishes.
Seared sesame-crusted ahi tuna.
Black and white sesame seeds.
Uh-huh.
Fabulous. You want to show us your ingredients?
Oh, yes. What I have right here is some dry white wine and some shallots, which is to start the sauce off with. Then I have some sesame oil, some unseasoned rice wine vinegar, some olive oil, some heavy cream.
Yum.
Some fresh grated ginger in its own juice. The black and white toasted sesame seeds for the coating of the tuna. A little butter to finish the sauce off with, and some scallion, some blanched scallion.
And now you just
for a little garnish.
throw in boiling water for a second. And
Exactly, exactly. Okay. What I want to start off doing is get the sauce. And what I will do here is get a stainless steel sauce pot and start off with our white wine.
Mm-hmm. And can this be, you know, I always wonder, can it be a cheap wine, or does it need to be like a really good wine?
Well, you want to start off with a decent white wine, and you want it to be dry, especially for this type of sauce. If it's going to go Chardonnay, you want it to be dry. So what I'm going to do is take that wine and that shallots and get that started right there on the...
Of course, I always drink red wine with my fish.
That's a lot of wine.
I'm not supposed to.
A lot of wine.
I'm going to get that going on a medium-high flame.
A lot of that burns off, though, right? It reduces, they say, right?
Exactly, and that's what you want to do, is you want to reduce it to about 1/4 of its original volume. Now, while that's going, what I'm going to do is get my cast iron skillet, and I'm going to get it going for the tuna, because you want that nice and hot for the tuna.
Must be cast iron.
I like to use cast iron because I like the heat that it generates. It's much purer and it's much quicker.
As long as you don't grab it with your hand.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
So what I'm going to do is get that hot while my white wine and shallot reduction goes. And I'm going to get the tuna.
And you have that just blasting as high as it can go kind of thing on a home stove. It would
Exactly.
Okay.
Look at that pretty piece of fish.
Gorgeous. Oh, yum. I love
You could
tuna.
eat that raw.
Yes, you could.
At a sushi bar, you can, yeah.
But it's better this way.
That's right. And what I have is a peppercorn mix. I have some pink, some black, and some white peppercorns in here. And I'm going to season the ahi tuna with that.
It's the little things that make these things different. At home, your pepper milk. Actually, not even pepper milk, just the out of the bottle pepper.
Shaker, yeah.
So while that white wine reduction is going, what I'm going to do is, and this pan's nice and hot. And
smoking, yeah.
Exactly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the olive oil and add the olive oil into the pan.
So not that much, really.
No, you only want to use about a half ounce.
See the butter. Yeah, wait till you see nothing.
The butter, you're always worried about that butter part, yeah.
Okay. Now that the pan's hot, I'm going to get a little more of the olive oil and just rub it on.
Now that's a dietetic way to do that.
And just rub it on the tuna. Just rub it on the tuna, and then I'm going to sprinkle the tuna with these sesame seeds.
This is the best part. That really makes it taste different.
So is it, depending on your taste, how much?
Exactly, because the more sesame seeds, the stronger the dish is going to be.
Because you toasted these already, right?
These have been lightly toasted in the oven. Now I'm going to get this tuna.
This is when I always do that like 5 times when I forget to check and they're
and I'm going to add. I'm going to add it to that very, very, very
seed side first.
Always.
And you have to really watch this because this could overcook in about a second.
Very, very quickly. So what I've done already is I've finished the sauce. And what I've done to this already is I've added the heavy cream and I've added the butter and whisked that in very, very, very slowly over a very light heat.
And let me get this straight. Cream and butter.
Finishes the sauce, that's right. And what that does is it makes an emulsification.
So this is not a low-fat dish.
No, it's a medium-fat dish.
But you don't put so much of the sauce on, right? And
no,
you don't have to.
The sauce is so strong that you don't really have to use very much.
Right.
Well, when you come to a restaurant like this, you should expect to eat some butter, right?
You got to branch out a little bit in your life.
Don't worry. Once a month.
And what I'm going to do now is flip the ahi because it's ready on this side.
Oh, that was fast. Look at that. Oh,
See, it's
wow,
nice
that
and
looks
crispy
great.
and brown.
Smells
And then
fabulous, too.
and then I'll quickly shut off the pan and just let it finish cooking.
You guys are missing all the great smells in here.
And what I've done is I've made the ahi vinaigrette, which is consists of the soy sauce, the freshly grated ginger, the sesame oil, and the unseasoned rice vinegar. And I've already made that into a very, very, very smooth vinaigrette.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do now, is add this into my cream sauce.
Not so much, really, huh?
No, you don't have to really go very heavy on it.
Yum.
See, that's the secret right there.
And then
The
I'll
little
do the
thing.
flavor. And then I'll taste it.
Can I try that?
Please.
If I don't double dip my... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that is incredible.
So what I've done is I've already prepared...
So many different flavors in
I
there.
want to have it all complete. I want to taste it when it's all...
What I've already done is prepared a plate with a little bit of baby mix. I have some endive, it's some carrot, and a little bit of baby frisee and some mosh. All these little very young lettuces.
I've never heard of these things. These are lettuces?
These are very young lettuces.
Iceberg.
You've been buying old lettuce. You buy old lettuce. These are baby lettuce.
Oh, babies. Babies.
Okay, that looks great. That's done?
That's absolutely done. And what I'm going to do is put that right onto my cutting board.
And make it look so easy.
Listen to that sound.
Yes, the hot oil. And I'm going to slice it.
And look, you didn't even, like, cut it open to peek inside like I always do.
No, I know it's rare. And then what I'll do is I'll lightly put the sauce all over it. Not too much because it's very strong.
See,
So,
there's not very much on there, Steve. Yum.
All right, well,
and there's the
that's
finished
not so
dish.
bad.
Can we try it?
Please, please. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you the baby fork. Here you
for
go.
the baby lettuces.
That's right. Oh, this looks incredible.
I'm going to have the corner here.
That's great. I'll get the lot of sauce.
Now, you
have
know
the
what?
sauce.
Deborah and Tony are sitting there. Their mouths are watering, right?
We're going to send this back to you.
Deborah,
Federal
Tony?
Express.
Can I ask a question? Can you tell me the latest between you two and General Hospital?
Oh, you
That's
don't
your
want
job. I have to eat. You go ahead.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
She punched me out the other day because I've blown her off. My cousin has decided that I should believe that she's my sister, so we got sort of a deliverance thing going on.
He's always singing that little deliverance.
Every now and then I sing the theme from
How does it
Deliverance and say, you got a pretty mouth.
How does it go, that little song?
No, I can't remember now.
It's a banjo.
It's a banjo thing. The guy hanging off the off the bridge with a bit. Hey, this ahi tuna sure is good. Can you tell I don't want to talk about this
You guys got to
show
come out to
anymore?
Pasadena and try this. It really is fabulous. Thanks. Bye. Yum.
Bye,
Incredible.
Deborah. Bye, Tony. Come on down.
Oh, I'd love to go there.
Yeah, and they did send it in the mail, and it tasted delicious.
Yeah, but the envelope was a mess.
Yeah, it's true. No, Bistro 45, whenever I go to Pasadena and visit my uncle, it is a really
You've been
good...
there?
Girl.
You've been everywhere
Yes,
from
I
nowhere.
have. Well,
Okay. Well, hot new home decor from